Anna, can I be honest about something?
Oh no. What did you do?
I still translate in my head sometimes, even after years of learning English.
Welcome to Leo and Anna English, everyone. Leo just admitted something most learners feel.
It's true. And today we want to talk about it because I think a lot of you do the same thing.
I definitely did, for a long time.
So let's talk about it honestly. Why do we translate? And how do we stop?
Okay, but first, Leo, tell me more. When does it happen to you?
Mostly when someone asks me something fast. My brain goes, okay, what did they say? Let me translate that. Now let me answer. Now let me translate my answer back.
Right, and by that time?
The moment is already gone.
Exactly. I had that problem too. In my first year of learning English, someone at a coffee shop asked me a question. Really simple. Do you want a bag?
And
I froze, completely blank. My brain was like, bag. Doi? Wait, yes or no? By the time I answered, she already walked away.
oh no.
So embarrassing. But it taught me something important
What did you learn?
that I was thinking in Vietnamese first. Always Vietnamese first, English second.
That's the root of the problem, isn't it?
Totally. You're not speaking English. You're translating Vietnamese into English. That's 2 steps. That's why it's slow.
And the goal is to get to 0 steps. Think English, speak English, done.
But is that even possible for beginners?
That's a good question, actually.
I mean, I'm not a native speaker. My brain grew up thinking in Vietnamese.
Right, and I don't think you can just turn off your language. It doesn't work like a switch.
Exactly. I tried that, it didn't work.
So the real goal is different. It's not never translate, it's translate less and less over time.
Oh, that sounds more real.
Because in the beginning, yes, you translate. That's normal. That's how learning works.
But if you always translate, you never get faster.
Right. So we need to practice thinking in English, even a little, even for small things.
Okay, so how do we actually do that?
Well, I want to talk about one thing first, something called thinking in chunks.
Chunks?
Not word by word, but in groups of words, like wake up, go to work, have a meeting.
Oh, not I am going to the place of my job.
Exactly. Nobody says it like that.
But that's how we translate sometimes.
Because we're translating from Vietnamese grammar, which is different from English grammar.
Yeah, Vietnamese and English don't match perfectly.
So when you translate word by word, you get sentences that sound a bit strange.
I very like eat pho.
See? Grammatically, that makes sense in Vietnamese. But in English, it sounds off.
So thinking in chunks means learning phrases as one unit.
Yes, not I plus very plus like plus eat, but I love eating pho as one chunk.
That's actually a really useful tip.
And it connects to how native speakers think. They don't build sentences from scratch. They pull out chunks they already know.
Like a toolbox, not a factory.
Oh, I love that. Like a toolbox, not a factory. That's a great way to remember this idea. It means you use language you already have, not create it from zero every single time.
Right. And the more chunks you know, the faster you can speak
Without translating.
because it's already in English in your head.
So the first step is stop learning words alone. Learn words in phrases. Not just run, but run late, run out of time. Not just make, but make a decision, make a mistake.
Those sound so much more natural.
Because they are. That's how English actually works.
Okay, I want to share something that helped me.
Please.
When I was studying, I started doing this thing. Every morning, I would think about my day in English.
Like in your head.
Yes, like, today I have a meeting at 10. I need to finish this report. I want to have coffee after lunch.
Simple sentences, just daily thoughts.
Exactly. Nobody hears them, no pressure. But slowly, my brain started thinking in English.
For small things first.
Right. Small things first, then bigger things.
That's a really low-pressure way to start.
And the key thing is don't worry about perfect grammar. Just think, just try.
The goal is the habit, not the perfect sentence.
That's a good way to say it.
If this sounds like you freeze sometimes, drop a like so we know we're not alone. And follow Leo and Anna English for more like this.
Okay, but Leo, I want to push back a little.
Uh-oh.
Because think in English every morning sounds easy, but some days my brain is just not ready.
Fair, very fair.
Like, it's 6 a.m. I just woke up. My brain is still in Vietnamese survival mode.
Okay, so what do you do on those days?
I give myself permission to translate for a few minutes and then switch.
So you're not forcing it.
No, forcing it makes it worse.
I agree with that honestly. If you force yourself and fail, you feel bad, and then you give up.
Right. Better to start small and succeed.
Start with one sentence a day.
Just one. Today is going to be a good day.
Or, I'm hungry, I want some pho.
Very important sentence.
Okay, so we talked about morning thinking, but what about when you're actually speaking to someone, like in real life, face to face?
Oh, that's the hard part.
Right, because then you can't pause and think.
Or you can, but it feels awkward.
So what do you do in that moment?
Honestly, I used to panic. My brain would go blank and I'd just say,
For how long?
way too long. One time I said for about 5 seconds.
5 seconds feels like forever in conversation.
It really does.
So I want to share something that helped me, a technique I call buy time naturally.
What does that mean?
When you need a moment to think, you say something natural while you think, like, that's a good question, or let me think about that for a second, or even just, well.
Oh, so you're not silent. You're buying time with real English.
Exactly. Native speakers do this all the time. They're not translating, they're just thinking.
And it sounds completely normal.
Right. Nobody knows you're thinking in two languages.
That's actually really smart.
And while you're saying, well, your brain has one more second to find the words.
I've started doing something similar, actually. When I don't know a word in English, I don't stop and say nothing. I try to describe it instead.
Ooh, say more.
Like, I forgot the word ladder once, so I said, the tall thing you climb to reach high places.
And did they understand?
Yes, and they gave me the word.
That's actually how native speakers communicate too. If you forget a word, you describe it.
Exactly. It keeps the conversation going.
So the lesson here is don't stop when you forget. Keep going. Use what you have.
I don't remember the word, but it's like...
That phrase alone will save you so many times.
I wish someone told me this 3 years ago.
Me too.
Can I tell you something that surprised me?
Of course.
The more I tried to think in English, the more I started to feel differently in English.
What do you mean?
Like, in Vietnamese, I'm quite loud and dramatic, but in English, I feel calmer somehow.
Really? That's interesting.
I think it's because I know fewer words in English, so I keep it simple, and simple is actually quite clear.
There's something in that. Simple is clear. That's kind of deep, Anna.
Don't tell anyone.
You know what? I think there's a quote there.
Oh, go on then.
When you speak simply, you speak clearly. And when you speak clearly, people actually listen.
I like that.
Because when we translate, we try to say everything, every detail, every feeling, like in Vietnamese.
But English often works better with less.
Short sentences, direct meaning, boom.
Yeah, less translation, more communication.
Okay, I want to check in with something. Because we've talked about thinking in English, we've talked about chunks, morning practice, buying time.
But there's one more thing I want to say.
Go for it.
You don't have to be perfect to start thinking in English. Perfect is the enemy of fluent.
Oh, perfect is the enemy of fluent. That's our language highlight for today, everyone. Perfect is the enemy of fluent. It means if you wait to be perfect before you speak, you will wait forever.
Right. Fluency comes from practice, not from getting every grammar point right.
So, stop waiting until your English is perfect. Start thinking in English now with what you have.
Even if it's just one sentence a day,
Even if it's I want coffee, that counts.
that counts so much.
And over time, one sentence becomes two. Two becomes five. Five becomes a habit.
And one day you realize you thought in English all morning without noticing.
That's the goal. Not perfection, just habit.
I remember the first time that happened to me. I was walking to work, listening to music, and I thought, oh, this song makes me happy in English without trying.
And then you noticed.
And then I noticed, and I was like, wait, did I just?
That's the moment.
It felt so small, but it meant everything.
Because it meant English was starting to live in your brain, not just as a subject you study.
But as a language you actually think in.
So, if you're still at the translating stage, please don't feel bad.
You're not behind, you're at the beginning.
And the beginning is the right place to start.
Start with chunks. Start with small morning thoughts.
And when you freeze, buy some time.
And keep going even when you forget a word.
Describe it. Use what you have.
The conversation will carry you.
All right, that's it for today's episode.
Thank you so much for listening with us.
If this felt helpful, and we hope it did, please follow Leo and Anna English so you don't miss us.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Keep thinking in English, even just a little.
Bye for now.
Bye.